Frugality is the pot that fills with little, yet satisfies much. Be frugal, and you will find contentment. Once upon a time, a guy named Lao lived in a small hut on the edge of a green forest. Lao didn't have a lot of money, and he didn't have big goals for himself. His house was small and didn't have many things in it. But his face was happy, and his eyes sparkled with a strange sense of calm. Even though he lived a simple life, his heart was full of joy. He was the definition of a frugal person. He lived each day with what he had, didn't ask for more and didn't want less. The people in the village often wondered how Lao lived. How could he be so happy with what he had? The secret lay in Lao's pot. A modest, unassuming clay pot, it was Lao's most prized possession. He used it to cook, to get water, and even to store the few coins he made from working. One day, a rich merchant named Huang came to the village. He was amazed by how calm Lao was and interested in how he lived. After a short talk with Lao, Huang was confused and asked him, "How do you find happiness when you have so little?" Lao picked up his clay pot and said with a soft smile, "See this pot? It's small, but it's enough. I fill it with what I have and it satisfies me. It's just like life. When we fill our lives with what we have, we find contentment." Huang's mind was full of thoughts when he left Lao's hut that day. The simplicity and frugality of Lao's life, which made him think about a lot of things. Over time, he came to see how wise Lao's words were. He could see that his own wealth did not give him the same peace and contentness that Lao had. A wise man has told this story about Lao's life because it shows how important it is to be frugality. In our modern world, dominated by consumption and accumulation, where success is often judged by how much stuff you have, it can be easy to forget how important it is to live simply and be happy with what you have. But Lao's story shows that being frugality is not about living in poverty. It's about being happy and satisfied with what we already have, and being grateful for it. It's about realizing that the size of our pot doesn't determine how rich our lives are. What matters is what we put in it, and how we see what's in it. The story of Lao and his pot reminds us to take a step back and look at our own pots. Are they filled with genuine contentment, or are they crowded with unnecessary desires? Lao found peace and calm in his simple life, and he was happy with what he had. Aren't these things we all want in our own lives? The story of Lao and how he lived frugally shouldn't be taken as an order, but as a chance to rethink what happiness and peace mean to us. It is an invitation to find joy, not in how many things we have, but in the richness of our experiences and the depth of our appreciation. True contentment can sometimes be found in the most unexpected places, like in a small, modest pot. And so, as the wise man said, frugality is the pot that fills with little, yet satisfies much. Be frugal, and you will find contentment.